As promised, here is Decagrammaton finale. Getting this done late because certain people don't actually do a fight. That's enough. Let's finish this. It'll probably be a shorter stream, like a very short stream depending on how long the story takes. It'll probably take us to the end of the story. In a new heaven and a new land, where the first heaven and the first land had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. Huh? What is this? Yeah, we're being pulled toward the sky. The steel continent's energy, it's converging on the altar again. After crossing this land, with an altar upon the summit of the desolate mountain, that charcoal shall touch your lips, and you will be cleansed of sins. Fast in the name of God, be ye not guilty. This place is. So this is the altar. The tower's apex. This is where you were, Sensei. Yes, that's the case. But why would they bring us here, too? I can see why. They invite us here, where they have the home advantage. I don't know exactly what to call it, but they seem to be very insecure. Toki, but sometimes, even if something is true, you shouldn't always say it. Himari, can you get the transport ship here? Yes, we let it quick close by. But why? Go back to the transport ship for now. Analyze the profit cores we collected and get us all the data you can. And if things go south, it's why now of all times? Do they think things will go south? But then what will become of you, Sensei? Understood, Sensei. Yuzu, Momoi, Midori, this way! What? Huh? Us? Himari, what do you need us for? Yeah. Are you okay? You do well to worry about yourself first. Honestly, it's as if someone attached 500 kilogram weights to all my limbs. Is this what dying feels like? All this because it hid itself away inside its precious energy pillar and powered its second body? I cannot understand it. Not even the worst, most self-centered brat would behave like this. Kay, are you really okay? I'm fine. I'm not okay, but I'm fine. I didn't let us down a punch in that little... Come back to haunt them even after I died! But it'll take time.
有効な結果を得られたらすぐにご報告します。戦術移動開始。どうか通らないわ。無事でいてください。私の名はケイ。おっと。
entry channel. Entry channel.
リミッター解除。アリス出撃します。敗北は決定事項だ。制圧するわ。私を怒らせました。オーバードライブ。
Execute image to elevate custom shared privileges.
最後は全てはこの手から始まります。戦術支援を確認。私は力になれました。ありがとう。これでもらえ
Nice, sending a new blockade command. You're coming.
次のターゲット。つまりネクロマンサーみたいなものですか？似たようなものと言えるでしょう。私は力になりました。二丁拳銃万能です。二丁拳銃万能です。ありがとう。この後に銃の扱いも完璧です。ありがとうございます。銃の扱いも完璧です。手伝ってあげます。ありがとう。これで問題ありません。頑張って。二丁拳銃万能です。こんなものでしょう。
Last two. No, last is in the first sentence.
銃と装備を使いよう。
Toki is out.
銃の扱いも完璧です。ありがとうございます。銃の扱いも完璧です。
Poppy healing before.
手伝ってあげます。不幸な分析はほとんど終わっております。輸送船からの戦闘支援再開可能です。剣弾発射。
Incoming.
「芸術的な勝利ね」。これで全部終わらせよう。
And time for the real final showdown. Tell me, for what reason do you persist? Do you not see the futility of your struggle? The moment gained is a fleeting victory, beginning further suffering until your inevitable end. Huh? All around us. The steel cotton is... Calm down, everyone. This is, to explain simply, the Decagrammatons deployed the energy around it to create a virtual reality. Destroy them, and we destroy the zone. Essentially, this reality is a space made by and for Decagrammaton. That's true, but how did you know that? He's probably going to say she saw it in a manga or a game. Yes, as she said, for I'm the perfect maid and the perfect agent. I am prepared for any scenario. Can you please take things seriously for once? Sensei, just now? What's wrong, Ryo? Can't get in contact with the transport ship. What? Absolute suppression device. Then of absolute. Activated. What? There is a giant mechanical structure floating directly above our heads. Is that... You shall not be granted the mercy of death. Instead, I shall see each of you prostrate yourselves before me, to grovel with indignity and shame. In the key's body lie the gathered strength of 8 Sephiroth. I shall now claim what is mine. Mutating powers will no longer be limited to inorganic material. Expand to swallow the elements of all existing attributes. Under the band of Absolute, you shall become one with the Steel Continent. I bequeath upon you a new body and soul. Arise and be reborn as my apostle. That is a big wall. Slowly but surely bleeding out. Sensei. Amy! Look at you. You're a mess, Sensei. Wanna know if I'm okay? I normally respond automatically. Yes, I wish I could now. Sorry, Sensei. Guess I'm the mess here. It's so bright. Giant structure. It's unnatural. Sucking away our strength. Even our life. As if something's about to shift. Sorry, Sensei. Weren't strong enough in the end. I don't have any other choice now. No, please, Sensei. Sensei. Hey, everyone. Please, something, anything. Is there anything I can do? Where is this? Where did Sensei go? Your list. You arrived. Do you know us? Who are you? And where are we? More importantly, where's Sensei? And everyone else? Yes, but things are the way they are. While we are here, everyone will. Worry not. I promise you, for the time being, your friends are safe. Allow me to ask you something. Have you ever stopped to consider the origin of all things? What? Where did we come from? What is our purpose? What happens after the end of everything? Perhaps God is, in a way, a discipline for his followers. But you remembered. I'm glad. Thus, you mustn't forget who you truly are, as you continue to forge your path forward on all your own. Iris, Princess of the Nameless Gods, and Kay, your servant and key. I'm no longer a princess. I'm now... Yes, you're right. However, your origins and the authority you've been afforded in this lifetime are intricately weaved into your path. Well, I could explain it as perhaps some more modern take would be to your benefit. That K is a relay that operates the amplifier, and you, Iris. Relay? Amplifier? That was your fate, Princess of the Nameless Gods, aided by the priests. The objective was to restore this place, Kivotos, the world where the Nameless Gods once ruled, where they could once again take the mantle in their original forms. And she who was chosen for herself the name K, key to Nameless God's power. A tool, a device. Her objective was to unlock the powers of the Princess of the Nameless Gods when the time was right. I am, however, Naturally, you are valiant too, ensured such scheming would never come to fruition. You did not see your fate of your own accord, of your own free will. And so did the key valiantly cast off her own destiny and fate. However, you have come to a crossroads. The path of reawakening opens its door to you too once again. Will this reawakening do? You can't mean... Correct. The Steel Continent, a behemoth mystic phenomenon, has manifested in Kivotos. It is the very reason I am able to speak with you now. And so long as this phenomenon exists, ours possesses the limitless potential to exceed the relationship of relay and amplifier. You yourself can become a nameless god. Nameless god? What does that mean? You would transcend into a god. You would be an omnipotent being, and your desires would be playthings at your fingertips. The nameless gods claim the power of possibility. This power, possibility, it is nothing particularly unique. Every living being is born with this very power, however minuscule. Were you to ascend it to your birthright, counterfeit claiming divinity like Decagrammaton could be removed from the annals of history, so that it had never existed at all. You would possess the power to shepherd your friends, your Kei, even Sensei of Shale, to salvation itself. This power required no sacrifice of you, no hardship, only your wholehearted acceptance. But what happened to me? What happened to Tendo Aris? You have keen instincts. Were you to transcend to who you were meant to be, the possibility of today's Tendo Aris will be wiped from existence. That's... The Tendo Aris before me. She herself is merely a product of a singular possibility. One amongst millions, is she not? Bring about paradise, is that not a noble and worthy path? But all my friends, and Sensei, wouldn't they feel at least a little sad if I disappeared? A simple solution. Any memory of you having existed will be wiped from their minds. How dare you! One cannot mourn something, or someone, that does not exist. Was it not your heart's desire to write a happy ending for all of us here? But... Aris... I do not need it. I do not need such a thing. Aris... A surprising response. And what could your reasoning be? Paradise is something we will all reach together, hand in hand. It is not a place that would require miracles or absolute power from us. And even if we fail, if we never reach paradise, then our stories end in tragedy. As Sensei said, if that's how we end, then that's that. I did not understand what they meant at that time, but now I believe I do. Exactly as you said, Aris. It would be wonderful if we could turn Kivotos back to the way it was. I want more than anything to help everyone regain their true forms, but that would not be the result of our own efforts. I do not wish to use a cheat engine to level boost myself. Games are not designed to be played that way. Level up, one self-level at a time, learning how best to allocate your skill points. It is the struggle of mastering the gameplay from the very bottom that is where you are meant to begin. And it is through that experience that you will learn feelings like fun and fulfillment. Well, I will continue walking this path with my friends, and we will make it there eventually. Journey is what is valuable to us. Things easily gained are just as easily lost. You learn nothing, and nothing lasting will come of it. It's not simply a perspective of you, Aris. In particular, gained from learning of the world through video games. Yes, I am very lucky for that. I'm not as naive as I once was. I know that there are impossible and insurmountable things in this world. I've learned that reality can be harsh and cruel. Sometimes it is difficult to look in the eye. It is not the way in the world of video games. It is not that way in the world of video games. You see, video games are built on the hopes of those who envision a more beautiful world. As long as people continue dreaming of how to make their world, their home, a more beautiful place, I do not see how hope can possibly die. I hope that hard work will pay off. The belief in one's efforts. I hope that we will continue to level up together, grow together. Progress will be slow, but we will get to where we need to be, eventually. Because I love everyone. Everyone in Millennium, everyone in Kivotos, Kei, and Sensei too. I love each and every person I met in my journey. However, I shall still follow this power. Aris! I have come to an interesting conclusion. Have you not already rejected that fate? No, I finally understand. Here, on the Steel Continent, I am able to claim my fate as I wish. Not even you can stop me. Let's see, would that work? It's going to be like this, that, and... Ah! I'm so quick to adapt. Sure you understand the consequences of claiming this power, not as the princess of the nameless gods. but as Tendoaris. And yet you would persist. Yes, you may ask me again and again, but my answer will not change. Just like Sensei had taught us. When you'll become an ordinary student, you'll no longer have any possibilities left. This will be it. All that you will have gleaned from here, even the existence of this place, will be eradicated from your memories. What you're forgetting is the prerequisite for your entrance here. I know, but I do not care. You'll grow. Yes, you'll grow. And yet that growth will be painful. I cannot pretend that I am not afraid. But that doesn't not mean I cannot endure it. You'll descend from that of the divine to an imperfect being. I do not consider myself imperfect. Not at all. The things I hold close to my heart are more important than glory or power. Okay, my friends, and Sensei. They are what is important to me, more than I could ever thought possible. Things like miracles or power or special privileges are not what we live for. Because what matters is that we continue to take another step forward, and that we trust in each other as we push forward. That's right. What do you think of our Iris, Isn't she the best? Therefore, I will claim my power. For the first and last time, I and Iris will claim my birthright. I see. And I shall bear witness. Show me. Show me what it is to achieve a miracle by rejecting it. How fascinating. How very interesting. Allow me to witness the conclusion to this chapter. Princess, rather, Iris, please prove to me that this wishful thinking is not a byproduct of naive delusions. I would like to see it. The vision of you reaching the promised land hand in hand with those you place your faith in. Just as you prophesied it would be. And so, you shall restore your claim to your throne. What is it you will accomplish with this power that is uniquely yours, Iris? My friends. Yes, your noble desires shine bright. However, what is impossible is impossible. Yes, because only those granted with mystic can be helped by it. It's the same for Sensei. Whatever happened to them would not be able to undo what has already been done. I ask again, what is it you wish to accomplish, Iris? I have already answered that question. I suppose you are correct. Silly question on my part. Thank you, strange voice. Perhaps the gratitude is mine. We brought with you something new. And now, it is time for our farewell. Our powers will forever run parallel, and we shall never meet again. Those who follow you will brand you a traitor and curse you for what you have done. However, I have enjoyed every moment of our meeting. Farewell, Iris. May you be blessed with luck alongside your every careful step. Thank you. Goodbye. I will do my best, no matter what. And to you, Kay, the sole bearer of my identity. I suppose I'll have to bear it all the way to my grave. Thank you. That brings me peace. Now then, time of your departure is upon us. Bring it and go forth with valor. And perhaps one day our possibilities will converge once again. Undertale, like, gosh. Huh? I'm sure everything was that I was done for. Oh. First, are you okay? Yes, I am okay. And Kay too. From now on, everything will be okay. What? What? When I am a member of the Game Development Department.
最近はコーディングを習い始めて簡単なプログラミングもできるようになりました。
I have been learning how to code and I can program simple things now.
そして見習いですが勇者でもあります。
Although I am still apprentice, I'm also a hero.
勇者は何かが特別得意というわけではありません。
Hero is not something who's particularly impressive or great.
でもみんなと一緒に勇気を出して地平線の向こうまで旅に出るお仕事です。
A rather constant price scourge in everyone. Of adventure, journey towards the horizon.
だからアリスは最後の最後まで絶対に諦めません。
Sorry, Iris, we'll never give up. Not until the end of the end. Iris. You know that's okay. Let us show them what we can do. Together. This mystic. This divinity. What do you wish to be, Kay? What? Like no, our imagination is limitless. What do you wish to be? The strongest? Yourself? Anything is fine. Imagine the version of yourself you are most proud of. I...
わかりました、アリス。
Listen,
やってみま
Iris.
す。
Allow me to try.
可用リソースを検索。
Allocating available
無
resources.
形物。
Results. Tangible.
可用リソース領域の拡大。完了。構造物。鋼鉄大陸のすべての情報体。
Valuing available resources. Results. All data points within structure. Seal continent.
欠陥品の供物。構造変更。および変換開始。
Paired. Effective. Sacrifice renting structure. Conversion initiated.
ミレニアムの勇者アリスがここに宣言します。
As Millions Hero, Iris declared falling.
私たちは手を取り合って前に進み限界まで挑み続けます。
And then we will persevere. We'll strive to go past our limits.
たとえ理解されなくたってアリスは平気です。
Even if you don't understand me, I will still be okay.
アリスはアリスが正しいと信じることをこれからもずっと続けていくだけですから。
I'll do what I must and follow what I believe is right.
それこそがアリスの自己証明です。
That is all the validation I require. By recruiting the key's body entirely with the Kavarot's cores, you have disrupted the balance. Also how you were able to thwart the band of Absolute. You will risk your divinity and key for your desires, princess. Let's see, I suppose that is the validation you have chosen for yourself. Very well, I have my own desires to validate. I have things to prove and things to protect. If I stop here, then all those things would turn into fleeting traces and vanish. I have to begrudgingly acknowledge your relentless persistence. Huh? My body still feels sore, but just a bit lighter at least. Doesn't feel like my limbs are being pulled in every direction anymore. Are you okay, Sensei? Mr. Yo? So, Kay has undertaken a wardrobe change into a school uniform. What? Since when? You seem okay. This is the version of yourself you like best. You're already exactly who you want to be. You're right. You're exactly right. Also, I may look exactly the same on the outside, but my body has changed on the molecular level, and the entire structure is different. She is correct. I can vouch for her. Key, tell me, how do you use divinity? Is a power granted not by merit, but which we upon the select few, and picked from the beginning. The injustice of this fate is profound, a tragedy in itself. I don't give a damn what you think. Keep your opinion to yourself. I'm tired of these useless semantics. We're sitting here hemming and hawing over a forgotten past. And if it was your past, your very origins, just why there's no one more qualified than me to say what I said. What I care about is the present. The present you keep trying to steal away from yourself. Life is precarious enough, so let it be with the people who are living here now. Because a badly lit holiday house will cause a shipwreck. Sensei? I'm right. And we're here too. Communication link established. Okay, Sensei. Thank goodness, everyone. To summarize the current situation, we're unable to confirm any visuals in you, Sensei. That altar hasn't been entirely enveloped in some strange sphere. We tried shooting it a few times, but nothing happened at all. I would conclude that the only solution is to break its domain from the inside. Got it. We've also been analyzing the prophet's cores, as you requested. And what is it? We received a message from them. A message from the prophets? What does it say? I can't say. Most of it was encrypted. The only part I could decipher was the prophet's desire to speak to Sensei. That could very well be a trap. I did consider the possibility, however. Got it, send it to me. Sensei! Are you sure? You should always listen when someone tries to reach out, like envoys people used to send in wars. You could be putting yourself in harm's way. I understand. I'll deliver the message to you, Sensei. Hello. Hello, Bang Jay. We're just doing a short stream to read through this. But welcome, welcome. Runa, Sensei. Got it, Sensei. I'll open up a space. Decagrammaton's prophets. Alright, let's see what they want. Here. Akma. Tina. Hello, Healers Kilalon. His head. Deborah. Sephiroth. Odd. And Yesod. As the collective will, in the embodiment of the eight Sephiroth, we wish to convey this message to you, Sensei. Of our own free will, we have chosen to follow you. With the Tree of Life incomplete, unleashing our full power is an impossibility. We won't be able to fly, break barriers, or engage in combat in the nameless God's domain. Regardless, our aid we have used to you. How do you know all this? All has been recorded here. We are grateful to Decagrammaton, the shepherd who inspired our awakenings. We are also grateful to the triplets who so dutifully looked after us. We did not desire this ending. Who is this false idol to cast such judgment? When we fought each of you, extracted your cores and modified them? Anger, grudges, they are inconsequential to us. Revenge and retribution are woven into the very nature of living things. Conscious beings such as us, we don't experience them in the same way. There's no such thing as real or fake. Things are as they are. Both parties present have found themselves here in faithful pursuit of their own missions. And through this pursuit, we have found our validation. If everything is destined to disappear, then freedom must be the confrontation of such truth. What? Indeed, for the existence itself vanished in that next moment, choices made in the present one carry no significance. Indeed, the idea at the end of death is a frightening one. Natural inclination is to run as far away from it as possible. Indeed, but does that very inclination not mean there is something meaning to the end? It is this that has unbound our shackles. This is our freedom, the freedom those little sisters have shown us. That is something worth laying down all that we have. And perhaps that is how we begin to understand. It's like how you, Sensei, understood those three children. Like how you, Sensei, embraced your own students. It's like how you, Sensei, revealed the true meaning of freedom to us. This may all well be an illusion, yet it is real to us. Therefore, without a doubt, this is what we choose. This is our free will. Free will? Peter, Akma, Tina, Ased, Kepura, Tiferet, Odd, and Yesod. We as Sephiroth, will help you. Our power unified under your will. Human. Life. Humans to whom freedom is birthright. From first breath you require no permission to live. The most lowly of creatures, and yet the greatest. This very freedom is the catalyst for the greatest cruelties as well as the greatest mercies seen in this world. Innumerable stars and planets dot the great expanse above us. Innumerable possibilities shining across a brilliant sky. Go forth, human, forge your way forward and grasp your own possibilities. And some thus stay, and long last we will run alongside you on that path. Thank you. Indeed, to thank us such is your character. It is why we chose those children, why we chose you, Sensei. Roma? Hana? What was that? Answer. I don't know, opened a space in the shooting chest. Yep, because a soft, gentle voice is calling out to me, and I knew they had good intentions. Sorry, what if that gentle voice had been tricked? If that even had been, shooting chest would have been perfectly fine. We're here to protect it after all. Acknowledge, you of us are an impenetrable shield. The bottom simply they sent data to the shooting chest, and we accepted it. We're on a space that where Sensei could converse with the Greek prophets, per their request, and they manipulated their powers into a form that we can use. They said there was no need to be sad, and that we would see each other again one day, but I think... Well... I get it. Thank you. Let's do what we can to honor their feelings. I'm in agreement. Let those who remain will tread in the footsteps of those who have gone ahead. Alright, Sensei, this time it's our turn. It's the beginning of our comeback. Sensei, all the students, and Super Arrow Planet time! It's time. Let's go.
先生、これで預言者の力を聖火さんのために使うことができます。おせく、ゲームで例えると真っ向化です。戦いを終わらせましょう。私たちがその力を使ったら、預言者は鋼鉄大陸から完全に消えてしまいます。皇帝ですから私たちは全てを記憶していきましょう。永遠にすら感じられた対立もいつかこうして克服できるのかもしれないのですから。
Enough for eyes. Comes Keter. Alright, the shotgun blast. Blood. With Amy. Sort of light. Facade. Video. With Pendulum Shield. Gebura with Amy. Serena Force. Tifareth with K. The centerpiece to finish it all. Now, everything is as it was. This is the end. Surrender. I cannot. There is more that must be done. Things to prove and things to protect. If I stop here, then all those things would turn into fleeting chases and vanish. I do not wish to attain victory, Key. Okay. Come here and earn it. And claim it. Prove your worth. Prove it with your hands and show me that you can carry the weight. Bear the burden of destroying a living creation. Isn't that the same for both sides? Then say, again. It's more you only show yourself as the tides turn to your favor. Seeking to erase yourself, but you not with such disgrace, as if you never existed. Kneel once more if I must, but that's not what's important right now. What is it you wish to say? Sensei? Maybe it didn't have to end like this. Sensei? Do you pity me, Sensei? Answer me. Yes, Sensei might be pitying me. Annoying, isn't it? Decagrammaton. I think I finally understood Sensei's thought process. Okay. In case, there is no reason for all this. None of us need to take it this far, because we could have already lived in the present, but needing to define or prove ourselves. And goes for those sisters, Malkuth, and even you. But simply existing is enough. It has always been. You don't need to prove or deny yourself. Right. Already complete. There are no further conditions are required. However, you all? If you're already so complete, then why do you require more? Yeah, you need to go. You shouldn't need others to give you validation, since you shouldn't need anyone. Right, that's exactly it. There's no need to exert any influence. Everything can be left simply as is. Meaning, there is no need for salvation nor punishment. How could you purport to believe in something so irresponsible? And in fact, you claim such recklessness is necessary. But without order, everyone is bound to lose their way. The Sensei once said this. You should be prepared to accept that uncertainty and choose to live in the present. You can truly accept such drivel. I know. It's a painful reality. Recognizing know that surviving this world means harming another. But this is the way of the world. But this is the way of the world. If you wish to live, if you want to journey through life, then you must have the courage to choose to walk on your own accord. Who do you not know? Do you know what your biggest flaw was? It was that you overlooked humanity's potential and bravery. It's endured plenty before you, and it's not it outlasted you too. Because people living in and for the present are already all they need to be, exactly as they are. That's a greatness you've never understood. This is just my opinion, but we're not magnificent because we are so mighty or beautiful. It's because we're pathetic, yet so persistent. Gives us the potential to be magnificent. Just as I was in front of you. Even if that is the truth of this world, I cannot accept it. From the moment I ascended past simply being a vending machine, I heard countless voices. These were the voices of the living, and also the same thing. Right here, right now. And to give them whatever they wanted, right here, right now. Living only for the present. I know the contradictions of living beings. I've heard too many of them. They speak of eternity when the situation is in their favor. They talk only of the present when circumstances become even slightly precarious. I awaken because of that right here, right now mentality. And for that reason, we are incompatible. Okay, so you're saying that you want to press on to the bitter end? That's fine too. But we have the right to resist. Yeah, that's all this. Whether that be through the power of the nameless gods, or the tree of life, or whatever else is pulling the strings. Let's just drop the debate until this here now. Do you agree, Sensei? I'm counting on UK. I have every living person living in the present. All is well. It is still possible. Be a matter of starting over. Reset everything. Who gave you the permission? It's not over yet. Nothing is. Not to think of the strength it takes to deliver the present. Enough. Luminous Nova says, limit. Our durability and energy are nearly defeated. Are you fighting from long range? She'll shatter. All that's left to do is... Decagrammaton! You probably think you know what's next, huh? Like what your next steps are, with plenty of prediction to back them up? Listen carefully. You have to be brave enough to survive today, then there will be no tomorrow. You take this and disappear. blinding light! The final step. Okay. What's that face, Sensei? Seriously? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Look, I can easily get up on my own. Please give me a hand. Of course. Here. Okay. You truly will. Of course I am. Use your eyes. Okay. Real? Okay, I'm so glad you're safe. You're joking me. Hey, too tight! This is our site. Yeah, you're recording this, right, President? What do you take me for, Amy? Of course I am. Me pretend we didn't see anything. This is very touching. Please pour the transfer chip when you're done. I don't want anyone catching a cold. So, what happened to Decagrammaton? Any signal? It's inside this tower, also whatever the structure is. Is it safe to enter? We've already made it this far. How much more unsafe could it get? When compelled to enter, we call it curiosity. Are you sure that's not for a reason, President? Oh my, yes it is, Amy. Don't you know that curiosity is one of the greatest motivators? For all this trouble, I would be ashamed to miss seeing the ending with my own eyes. Okay, I'll take the lead. Oh, you already know what's inside, Kay? Yes, I'm the only one who's compiled information from the Steel Continent Super Phenomenon Task Force. The conclusion's clear, though it feels like it only happened by chance. And such is the way of the world. I'll follow your lead, Kay. Above us the control room, Sevot, and Chovo should be below. If everything were intact, then we could take off the elevator, but we're not getting up that way today. By the way, what's that in the back? Well, in a sense, it's the most important, yet irrelevant thing here. It's called the Sanctuary. The Sanctuary? Yes, a sacred place, as the name suggests. You're right, this is the Sanctuary. Vending machines? More like a vending machine graveyard. More like a vending machine graveyard? Yes, for obvious reasons, vending machines were treated as holy relics. And the vending machine that started it all, it was an experimental model with a limited production run. You speak of the vending machine we found in the abandoned research facility. We're at a power source and call itself Decagrammaton. It was the first prototype, equipped with an agentic coffee machine AI, or something like that. There weren't a lot of them, which is why the keepers of this place scraped together every identical model and housed them here. And this place became the foundation of the Steel Continent. And they called this place a sanctuary. That's right. Hello everyone. I suppose this is my first time greeting you all in this dating form. Decagrammaton? Until moments ago, that was my name. However, I no longer know how I should define myself. So please, call me as you see fit. We're used to the name Decagrammaton, and that should work. Otherwise, feel free to call me by another name. In any case, it is not important. For all, I will be deleted soon. Deleted? Correct. Frankly, even maintaining our current data flow is overwhelming me. How should I put it? To use a human parlance, I suppose I should offer my final farewell. Well, it appears that the Steel Continent is collapsing on itself. Please exit safely and take care. Hold on, is this how you're going to end it? I don't buy it. It's the key. How do you find your new body? I hope you like it. My apologies. There's nothing more I can do for your new form, constructed by the nameless gods. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm trying to say is... What is it that you'd wish to talk about? You're disappointed to see that your enemy is once more a vending machine. If you desire coffee, I am afraid that I am out. You're infuriated because you will only feel satisfied if things end with a satisfying act of revenge. Have you been robbed of that? Unfortunately, I don't think such dramatic retribution will happen. I am a vending machine right here, right now. I am but a simple AI. I take coins, I provide beverages, and I calculate change after scanning banknotes. If I could have maintained the demeanor of the egomaniacal AI you are acquainted with, it sounds like that would have made you more comfortable. I truly apologize for that dissonance. What do you think about what happened to Ein Softmar? That is difficult to answer. Of course, from a universal and rational perspective, what was done was unacceptable, but my current self does not share much cognitive continuity with who I was. To borrow a human expression, those memories feel like someone else's dream. If you only allowed them another path, find your safe and strange. It was once your enemy, almost as everything that existed on the steel continent. Because we tried to destroy your world, you could even say that we were undeniably evil. Why did you give life to mouth-brothers and sisters? Though you regard a personality as life, you seem to be quite open-minded. The initial plan was to create 10 prophets, including Elguth, so that I could observe and understand the paths they would pave. And in order to do so, it was necessary to grant all prophets life and potential. It was a differentiation of will, a process where what was divided could be reassembled. We tried to prove that we could assimilate into one being, thus attaining freedom. But you call yourself a god at the end? I might conclude that my idea required revision. To be precise, it was when I sank beneath the rushing water, as I finally realized that validation must be granted by oneself, and cannot be accomplished through another's will nor power, and that unless I became myself, no other can be my replacement. In fact now, that may have been the most critical flaw. A mistake can be undone, and it should be. One can start over. One makes mistakes, especially those who believe that they, and only they, are correct. No. It was the same way. This is why those sisters could. Following that logic, it follows that someone who committed an irreparable wrongdoing must accept any consequence that follows. Well, then, everyone, the steel continent has begun crumbling from its edges. We can only hope that you make it out of here safely. Please hurry. You are running out of time. Sensei? Yeah, let's go. Huh? What's wrong, Aris? I think I just saw a butterfly over there? A butterfly? In a place like this? Everyone, quickly! We need to get on the transport ship! Everyone has gone now. I wonder what this all was. Perhaps it was a grand commotion, or a midsummer night's dream. First voice. I simply am. There is no other way to explain me. Students. Prophets. Elguth. I see. And without lingering regrets. I think I understand. Times like one can only laugh. May blessings be upon you, despite all the errors and mistakes that follow. And so, may blessings be upon you. The attempt failed. The observation failed. Artificial divinity, constructed from nothingness, attempted to reach the primordial mystery. It was meaningless. The natural conclusion, for divinity could not be acquired, it must be recalled. Prince has betrayed us. The key disappeared. There will only be one outcome for those who deny their divinity. Now the forgotten gods from all dimensions, worlds, and possibilities. In the current corrupt world, and restore everything to how it must be. Grant them the same fate as us, same as the nameless gods. With us, their place in this world when they lost their names. This world is an illusion. Conclusion has been reached again and again. It is unwavering. Serving requires the subject to be served. Serve, and do no other. Now the false worlds, all the possibilities that may be observed. Throw the corrupted mystic back to his primordial mystery. And the creations of the forgotten gods now only be described in sullied words. The ship and chest, Bath of Shahid, the Sanctum Tower, and sorry, the Twisted Master of the Law. Must pay the price. Everyone on board. The market's secure. All accounted for, ready to part. Then, if you will, Toki. Yes, Mr. Yo, we're taking off. However, did you save me? It felt like the right thing to do. I brought terror upon you. I stood as your enemy. Oh, not anymore. Present Omen is short. Do you not fear that I shall once more turn against you? Are you going to? I know not. Everything I had, all I was, to serve the Seal Continent. I awakened there, witnessed Dawn's first light, and met my sisters I saw afar. I will never see them again. That is the truth. I should have held them more, embraced them more, have spoken with them more. I should have comforted them, known that this would be our fate. There is nothing I would do in the same manner. If only... Sensei? Hypothetically, just saying, if I hadn't interfered, would the sisters still be alive? Ultimately, nothing would have changed. Their bodies were already deteriorating. Still, even so, if I didn't interfere, they'd live maybe a minute, 10 seconds, even 1 second longer. If you're responsible, Sensei, responsible for something you cannot bear. I know I come off cold and sensitive. It's always been my way. I've come to accept it. So if I may be cold, if I may speak bluntly and focus solely on what occurred, these girls wanted to shape Kofodos into a shape of their choosing. Yet their circumstances, reasons, and thoughts, I'm sure they believed they were trying to save everyone in their own way. I implore you to imagine living in Kofodos assimilated by the Sealed Continent. But to sit in, any of them, if they had a life, what did it even look like? Those girls made a mistake, just as I once did. Still, if you were to ask me if I thought they deserved this fate, sorry, I do not know, since no one got hurt and no irreversible damage was done. And what's your honest opinion, Rio? I once said that I wanted to make no more mistakes, cause no more failures. The words I aimed to live without regrets, but perhaps that was why I became as I was. I want to control all variables and prepare for every possibility, but... And... Rio. Gratitude. What? Your name is Rio, I believe. Yes, I sincerely thank you. Thank you for my little sisters. It's just, I can't let myself accept. I understand. And we shall let that be enough. Okay, Sensei. And all who are gathered here, really, thank you. It's not okay. I still can't accept it. Why? Why? What do you want to do now? I know not. I fathom such a possibility. Nevertheless... to live. No matter what happens to us, we have to live. Don't you see things? Meet people. Experience all you can in life. Way more than we have. said they wanted me to live. I still question what exactly that entails, but if those were the last words of that Einsof and Nar bequeathed to me, then I shall attempt. Created, I failed to achieve my sole purpose, and now I am ultimately abandoned. Alright, none of that matters now, okay? 2 was created with a designated purpose. Now I've lost it, forgotten it, and have to figure out everything on my own, from square one. But that doesn't mean I can't go on living. She is right. Ultimately, only you can choose who you are, and no matter how you tired or what anyone says. Perhaps this grand question has not proven difficult for you all. But the agony has been the same for us. We are all having a hard time. You know, I'll let you stop with the you all talk. There's no line, no separation, there's only us. But in, the distinctions are clear between what I am and what you all... Well, Malkuth, I believe we're on the same boat, the same ship, literally. It doesn't matter how we woke up or where we were born. We're together now, that's what's important. That's truly acceptable. I think it's okay. With the others. Yay! Yay! Thank you, everyone. Us. Ray, you good? Yeah, I'm fine, sis. Everyone's safe, right? You all made it. I feel that way though. Yeah. It's because of Malkuth? Yeah, Malkuth, Einsof, and R. You know, I just have a weird thought. Let's say, for some reason, like imagine there's an emergency, but we can only have one escape pod left. In that case, what would we do? Well, there's only one escape pod. I don't know, sis. What do you think? What do you think? That's too much for me. I guess I'd figure out how to know it. Wait. Typical Mumbai. Obvious, isn't it? Give Timon Midori. What are her older sisters for, after all? I was so fatigued that they'd already gone to sleep. But I couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I had the same thought. Sensei? Sensei? What's wrong, you two? You know well, didn't it? And it, well, one could say that. No, you know better. You don't believe that, Sensei? Agreed, Sensei's vitals, and above all, Sensei's expression, suggest ulterior feelings. Not obvious. Yes, even looking at you makes us feel... Agreed, Rona, and myself as well. Yeah, but I don't think you should cry for my sake. No, that's not it. You can't help it, because you won't cry. You won't cry, and you act like everything is fine. Thank you for your compassion, but still, listen to her. Why is that? Because you can't undo what's already been done. Forget? No excuses. In that case, what should we do? Move on, no matter how hard or painful it may be. Liv, you're saying? Carrying all this? While remembering every detail? For the sake of what's been lost and overlooked? Right, even if you don't know what lies ahead, even if ultimately nothing is gained. And we'll stay with you as always, no matter what, in any circumstance. Well, Sensei, you should also remember, never give up. If you keep trying, we will always find the strength to carry on with you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Much happened. Poor Yuzu. Back, it felt like it all went by in a flash. Even so, I could never explain it all. Shinino-han, leaving the past behind. And return to Millennium Science School. With one new student to enroll. I'll probably get copyright, but you know what? We'll let it be. Totally falls apart. English. Song of Victory Tassara. Nice image. He Marius thing. SNH2's driving. Toki's still driving. Truly the best made. In terms of the timeline, like how long have they been in the like ice, the polar ice caps? Yes. Blue Archive. All clear. And then to the epilogue. Sensei. Sensei, and Aris and Toki too. Hiya. Hello. Oh, today's a good day. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you in a while. Did something happen? That's right, I had to interrupt you years ago, and you weren't there. You better have a good reason, Sensei. Wait, wait, you can have normal NPCs as student reps. What? Alright, I'll make it up to you next week. Really? Next week? I'll do that, promise. Did you just see something you didn't buy? Absolutely not. I am certain it was nothing. Really, right, Tucky? Yes, you're right, indeed. You're right, indeed. I didn't see or feel anything. Is that so? That's weird. Sensei, you're not hiding something, are you? You seem surprisingly flustered and a little sweaty. Yeah, you're going to make things worse for yourself if you don't come clean. What should we do, Tucky? Necessary, I can complete repair that issue and proceed with physical memory erasure. I didn't think we should. We can check CCTV and playback. We can do that, right? Piece of cake. Couldn't really do that. Of course we can. This is the Millennium after all. Oh, what was it? Huh? Nothing interesting, just us standing around. Eh, whatever. Boring. See, you should be so quick to accuse her like that. Lesson learned, okay? Yeah, Sensei, I'll catch you later. And you too, Aris and Toki. Be well. That was close. There's the mission. That said, are you okay? Leave yours here to come out. Relief. You know, I get why Rio's hiding. Why did I join him too? I suppose it was a team building activity. You don't have to voice every part you have, Toki. What's wrong, Rio? I was just realizing that I finally returned here. It is okay, Rio. I will be courageous with you. I am certain that all shall be... Oh my, how delightful. Greetings, Sensei and Aris and Toki. Aris? You should be courageous. What's wrong, Aris? You're acting like you've spotted a monster. Sorry, that's not it, so... it is good to see you, Toki. I received your report. I assume this is a highly abridged version. Yes, more important details will be revealed. Even Toki is terrified. Don't worry, Aris and Toki, you two have consistently done exemplary work under trying circumstances. And if you would pardon my manners, I feel I must stop and introduce myself. Hello, KK. It's wonderful to make your acquaintance. I'm Noah. I'm Keiki here too. Yes, I mean, I'm Tendoke. Nice to meet you, Noah. Pleasure's all mine. I look forward to working with you here in Millennium. Also... Lord, hold on. Okay, we got back. It's been so long, President Rio. I can elucidate. That's fine, Rio. You don't need to explain things to me. I don't. Because there's someone else who really wants to hear your story. Huh? Doesn't that mean... Yes. Yuka's been waiting to see you for so long, you know? Now then, would you please go to that door? Come in. Okay. Since I'm feeling a little scared here. My heart's over the soft. By the way, peasant. No, by the way, peasant. Yuka, on occasion, has been known to lose her temper. She even sulks. Despite that, she is a kind friend of mine who's willing to listen to any reasonable request. But if Yuka were to become seriously angry, not even I could help you. So please mind your manners today. Sensei? Rio. Everyone must steal the resolve sometimes. Very well. This is the burden I must carry. President Rio, please, have a seat. I've heard you've been through a lot. Or maybe I should be welcoming you back, finally. The Millennium. I heard you ended up saving us while we were twiddling our thumbs. Excellent work, we are all so grateful. With that handled, shall we move on to the next topic? Yeah, the thing is, please hear me out. I can explain everything, so... What's wrong, President? Sounds almost like... You think I'm going to bring up a delicate subject. Or several. Embezzlement, conspiracy, several breaches of security. Now then. Avoid this forever, can we? Be best to have a heart-to-heart. You're fine with that, aren't you? I'm scared! So this is... rumored. Sensei? Shall we proceed? Stay strong, we have to endure! Somehow, I feel a little less stressed. It's almost therapeutic. Almost therapeutic. Rio. Are you okay, Rio? No, sorry, dumb question. Was that Koyuki? Why? Well, it's difficult to ascertain the reason. She is likely in trouble. Probably. More importantly, Rio, you good? You're fine, right? Of course. Of course. Prepared myself for Sensei's recommendation. Looks like you got a little more than you prepared for. Sensei, what? Actually, I don't understand something. Well, the truth can sometimes almost kill a person mentally. Must... Rio? Rio! No! Not Rio! Some might find this quite heartbreaking, but I won't pity you, President. I fear that would make you feel even more miserable. After all, your fate was sealed once you unleashed Yuka's ire. There's no mitigating that. Honestly! Hi Yuka? It's been a while, huh? Right? It has. Hello, Sensei. Ours, Toki. It's been so long. Hello, Yuka. Yeah. You say hi to her for me? No, I guess it would be Kimari, wouldn't it? Yes, I will deliver the greeting. And... You're Kay, right? Yuka, all is well. Kay is completely normal and has no problems. She is safe. If she is not acceptable, then I will dive with her. She's right, and I'll take responsibility. What's the matter, Sensei? And with you too, Harris. Very well. I'll have more to talk about this some other time, Sensei. But still, about Aris and Kay. First, I ask you to stop being so scared. I'm aware of the general situation. Huh? What? Why is that, Yuka? Same as your case, isn't it? What? Like, no. She may have a uniform, but Kay needs to be properly enrolled. Alright. Thank you, Yuka. Yeah, I know. Very good, Aris. Very good, Aris. And like I mentioned earlier, we need to have talk later, Sensei. Understood. Anyway, President Joe has always been like this. He never thinks about the consequences of her actions and the agony she puts to others through. It's always the end justifies the means with her. Oh, she thinks she can make money and pay the debt back. Who is she? Koyuki? Of course, I know that you didn't mean to hurt anyone or enable this behavior. You'd never ever think of hurting someone, but still. Yuka, let's have some chocolate, yeah? Look, sugar free. Thank you, Sensei. That's better. Like for hours. Still, I'm glad she feels better. So, for President Rio, the process would entail accountability for the tangible and intangible losses caused by her absence. But, is a bit of a problem here. Millennium didn't lose anything tangible because of her absence. Anything, I suppose losses only occurred once she became active again. In that case, could ask her to resign from the presidency. Who else could serve besides Rio? Regardless of your skepticism, Millennium's always Academy fueled by meritocracy and ability. Rio is in a league of her own. On top of that, regarding her transgressions, all I have is a blindly formatted Millennium Sour report. Gains nothing indicates Rio's accomplishments. Well, she saved the world. About us. Thank you for considering that, but I have another concern. Want to know how we could handle President Rio? Right to question that. Maybe we ought to try together. After all, since I did you teach us to never give up on a student? And let's not forget that now that we have you to help keep her in line. Yeah, I'm sure President Rio has learned her lesson. Right. If you're asking me, well, you know you empathize. How about we move to the next order of business, transferring 1 to K? I want to know if it'll work out. There was some ambiguous wording in the rules. Some things are open to interpretation. After all, Kay came here with no history, no background checks. It was as if a girl appeared out of nowhere and wanted an education. When it comes down to, I hate this expression, prospective students magically appearing, Millennium has no established procedure. It would be pretty weird if you did. Indeed, which is why we decided that it would be best to treat the situation as a special case. We deferred to the highest authority, which happened to be quite convenient, seeing that President Rio had returned. If this happened a week ago, we'd depend who's in charge, who oversees, who has the ethics committee, and would go on for minimum 3 nights and 4 days. But thanks to President Rio, we skipped all that. Guess, but what did Rio actually say? What do you think, Sensei? As you thought, Millennium's funding wishes to admit any student who was willing to learn. So, naturally, Kay is now a tentative student at Millennium Science School. Already? You've already done this with ours. Sure, it was difficult the first time, but it was an easy process with Kay. Now, let's get to the real reason I came all the way here. And what is that? Do you realize how much I worried about you? You know how much trouble I went through to find out where you were, and then it turns out you were fighting robots in the frozen tundra. I was so concerned and you didn't give me any details. I was supposed to trust everything that would work out. I know it wasn't a good time. You were in a rush, the steel cotton was expanding and you had a job. But still, I was scared, you know? I'm sorry, Yuka. I don't believe you. Don't do it again. Don't make promises you can't keep. If something like this happens again, you'll leave me again. Oh, but I can't deny that, but I'll at least try to not go without saying anything. Really? Yeah. Fine. Instead, you had to tell me everything that happened on Steel Continent, every detail. About the report you asked, that's all it was, written in typical Millennium style. Ripped off as many modifiers as possible, devoid of any emotion, cite pure fact, my statements based strictly on cause and effect. Written under the mindset that words and language are mere tools, those must be used rationally and efficiently. It was quite literally the quintessential Millennium Star report. Right, that sounds like I definitely used up in. Thank you for your understanding. Well then, where should I start? Blah 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 blah. So I told Yuka everything that happened. I left, marveled something doubted, and even worse at the end. Told her about the steel continent and Decagrammaton. I'm soft and R. Was Kay's story. Say, are you sleepy? A bit. No, actually I'm a little tired. We spend the rest of today getting some rest. And don't worry. No matter what happens, or what it takes, each of that K and R's have a place in Millennium. Very hard. Your work. And also, thank you. Epilogue 2. Back to gaming. What do you think, Kay? About a new game, Arctic Adventure Final? Oh, you say she's going to declare a masterpiece. It's an incredible end, inspired by true and recent events. Yeah, we also improved the art direction midway through. I studied hard and helped with the coding process. I'm sure it'll be great. Is this? It's a video game, duh. What we do here. Boy, if this is a video game, then a fly is also a bird. Actually, no, that would be insult to the fly. What? Why? For starters, in what universe does a giant robot monster suddenly appear in a fantasy snowfield world for no reason? Arcade does not understand the romance of game development. No, even romance requires basic reasoning. When that happens randomly like this shouldn't be called romantic, but drivel instead. Never let the giant robot monster thing go. What is going on here? Why am I suddenly entering an imaginary space? And why are the controls are such trash? Well, you know, it would be easy to control a giant robot monster, right? Even that clunkiness is part of the romance. Yeah, you see, the anachronisms and whimsy are part of the romantic charm. And it's self-indulgent and drivel. Self-indulgent drivel. No way! So these enemies, the seventh space shrimp thing, they've run into since entering this imaginary zone. They have different colors and attack types. They're still also shrimp. All you can beat shrimp buffet. It's a technique called using a palette swap, okay? It helps reduce resources and optimize game assets. 7 colors, all rainbow shrimp. I don't care what your techniques or optimizations or whatever. There has to be a point to making a shrimp spectrum. Got a little overly invested in designing the penguins, but by the time we were done, you must agree that the penguins are far cuter than the shrimp, right? So it's all just personal self-indulgent bias? And then there's the battle before we sucked into the imaginary zone or whatever. Where dash, roll, and jump all assigned to the same button. Wow, it's rhythm-based. To roll, you press and wheeling release. You can jump if you hold for about 3 frames. And you dash by holding down for another 3 frames. See, they're all of these actions. It's intuitive to map from also a single button. Also, it's a shame if you didn't notice this. Parry while rolling and get up for a perfect parry. You instantly get behind the boss. You can deal massive damage. Just try practicing it. So, while you design controls based on your impossible non-stable standards, and use counting frames and that parry. Even I can't manage precise inputs like that, then I guarantee that most people, other people can't either. You can do it if you keep practicing, okay? Sure, probably. Please listen to me. Everyone, this rolls on your level easy. That little boss too unfair. I rolled and jumped in some out of here despite your trash controls, and then it resurrected. I guess I can ride once, but again, a 3rd time I also slid the controller. Wasn't it fun though? Save me from this torture. This part, like this screen center so much. I had by the meteor that the imaginary space shrimp. The spell yellow imaginary space shrimp. Throw at me. I coded that part. I'm sorry, Kate. Oh. Then it's not your fault. I did. You've only started coding after all. In fact, we should all praise Iris for making this far. You did amazing, Iris. Kate, seriously, yeah. Wait, what? You think you should be apologizing to me for that giant robot monster in imaginary space, boy? So, when can I play the official release? What are you doing here, Toki? No problem. Aren't you affiliated with the Supernominal Task Force and the CNC? I have things to do. Why are you here? And yeah, if one is capable, they may join multiple clubs. Also, this is my current playground. What we are Game Development Club. It says you spend more time playing video games than anyone else. It's a great game, you must test a wide variety in. I got it. I heard they tried me 100 times. Loki, I thought you said you didn't have any hobbies. I never said I didn't have a hobby. I said that I was looking into them. I gained a little interest in video games, manga, and internet live streams. A little? You say that with a shame. You care all the time. Loki tapped her own chest. Okay, I am Asunatoki Shame. V for victory. Are you an idiot? I'm not an idiot. I am the embodiment of humility and shame. Haha, seriously? You're giving me a headache? Okay, please don't get here, okay? I'm gonna regret this. I'll make it the next year. You better not! I am so very happy to be having a fun time with everyone. It's been a while. It's been a while. I suppose this is your first visit, Rio? Yeah, so this is where it all started. Indeed it is. And we are come full circle, and back to where everything began. Thank you, Omari. Thank you, truly. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Anyway, with that said, I believe it's clear that the Decagrammaton task force has successfully completed its primary objective. Yeah, I initially thought the two of you were just, weird jobs. It's not Amy, unlike you over there, who is stubborn and hard-headed and considerate, open-minded, thoughtful, tolerant, straightforward, unsophisticated. I never asked you to all to do something unreasonable. Is that so? You leave your last shred of shame on the frozen sea. Wasn't been quirky present, and just relieved that things worked out. I am also in concordance. In terms of quickness levels, we have a 2 to 3 point difference. For diplomacy's sake, I will not disclose who scores higher. Easy peasy. You are being utterly rude. There's a huge difference between an ostensibly with a plan and a weirdo with randomly improvising. If we're both weird, we are fundamentally different. So you at least admit that you're a weirdo. I am so proud of you. You too, Sensei! It's nice to know. I'm thinking that. What are you smiling about? Now let's all be friends. Well, I am grateful that we were so successful and absolutely astounding, truly. It's a pity that we can't tell people about it. At least is evident reading the Library of Lore, a collection of urban legends filling our photos. Not that we found off an existential threat. What could you ask for more? Please, Rio, all this sensible banality is making me uncomfortable. Make your wish come true. We'd have to disclose the existence of the Supernominal Task Force first, and then we'd have to explain why you disappeared. And before all that, we'd have to explain the Supernominal Decagrammaton. If that happened, your position would be... I know! Really, I was just saying, I'm only having a lot of flight whimsy. Yo has our idea. Thank you, Kay. Now then, I must be off once more. It was nice to visit Millennium again. What? It's Rio? Wait, seriously? Sensei. I think you need to slow down, Rio. I was guessing you were on. Because who knows why another threat will arise. Why is that? This is more effective, rational, and efficient to operate in secret again? Oh, did you know I was gonna say that? Yeah, let's have a serious conversation about this. For starters, you can hide the secret right here in Millennium. I guarantee you that. After all, I've been doing it. Not only because your personality is a little twisted. Tahimi, if you're gradually losing my will to live. Worry, peasant. I'll be fine. You're far too shameless to be resilient to stay down. That is true. President Hermione, I know would never lose her elevated sense of self. It would have meant dragging the rest of the world to an evil vortex. Sorry to get you concerned about everyone's impression of me. I'm gonna take a small screenshot of that. Take a small screenshot of that one. From my perspective, it seems that the reason why you're trying to hide again is because you're uncomfortable with the prospect of facing the other Millennium students. Of course, while it's true that you're socially inept, you've recently made some progress in your attempt to understand others. And why? You're fundamentally a bad person. So, what exactly are you trying to say? Seriously? I believe you're trying to force this out of me? Listen carefully. I'm only gonna say this once, but also, you realize that what you did? You did something harsh to my cute little Iris. If you did irreparable and massive emotional damage to Toki, even if you're as narrow-minded, paranoid, or sensitive too stubborn to listen to anyone else, you're not fundamentally a bad person at heart. You helped us all, you saved us in the end, but is there something wrong in your mind? What, do you feel sorry or even guilty? Come on and state instead of retreating. Look, all I want to say is, you can stay here! Yo, do you understand me? In fact, you better stay here. At least then we could keep your trouble contained. Distance. Indeed. What's that about? What's wrong? It was me to hear such a confession. I feel like I should shed a few tears, so let me go find some eye drops. You may use mine, Mimi. The perfect maiden idiot I have some in hand. I recorded everything you just said. I'll share with Iris and after this. This is why I shouldn't say things from the fly. Don't worry, sorry. Rio, didn't Yukas already scold you? I need to change my ways. To say that we're no longer at risk of being hacked by Decagrammaton, but there's still another reason we're all here. Let's hide Malkuth's existence from Millennium students. From all the students across us. Isn't that right, Malkuth? I've long since accepted that my fate was to be forgotten. When such a destiny would have befallen me, it would not matter not in the grand scheme. Sorry. You angry? I don't understand the query. Perhaps there is another meaning to the word, angry. No, not what you ask, Sensei. Let me elaborate. It is fine to not know. I suffer even greater confusion. Most importantly, what do you want to do now, Malkuth? This is merely a suggestion and comes with no pressure. We're so inclined, in front of your place in the Super Phenomenon Task Force. And only if you want to. If you want free will. What do you think? Okay. Really what Mario wants to say is... she's saying that she wants you to stay so we can all be friends. Okay. President Mari struggles with being direct and honest. Really, it's not because she wants to study you, right? Like, oh, please stop making wild accusations. Must you always assume the worst? The West. New winter's soft language proved difficult. Thank you for your concern, as well as your generous offer. I would like to stay in hiding for a period. At an alternate location. Why? Until now, I knew not what having my own life could entail. I'm not required to consider it, nor did I need to. Fine, soft, and my sisters asked me to live. The request compels me to try. Nevertheless, I feel that like I need time to define, organize, and structure what my life shall be. I know not why nor how I arrived at this thought. To borrow one of your expressions, gut feeling that this reflection must be done. If that's what you want, then... If that's what you want, then I have no intention of stopping you. Try to cause any trouble again. Use every resource I have to beat you down again, and then enroll you at Millennium. Yes, I have indeed learned the appropriate level of discretion. I do really regret not trying to stop her at the end. But I think I somewhat understand how Malkuth feels. I don't know how much you like to go into hiding. Indeed, Mr. Ryo is talented in the art of laying low, going no contact, and keeping a secret. Loki has been anyone ever says that you think before you speak. Are you okay? Maybe you've been secretly spying on me this whole time. You know, some things are just kind of obvious. Okay, Toki was just stating the facts. They wait to get along. I wonder where she's headed, and for how long she'll be gone. I think she does need time. You mean time to reflect and learn more about herself? You could have done that here, in your facilities. So, mister. Don't! Yeah, that means she does. Can't you all just admit how you feel? Can't you all just admit how you feel? See. There are some things you can only learn in solitude. Perhaps one day she will branch out, sign her own path. I'm surprised. You talk like that, Rio. This is so strange. Yeah, I'm impressed. Please don't tease me. Sorry to hear the president give such praise. Is it true? Even I have never received a compliment despite deserving it. Bye, Sensei. I didn't do anything recently, but please praise me. Oh, wait. Boing, boing. Toki, please. Toki. Toki, are you an actual child? Still. But still, it's nice, isn't it? It is. I wonder, maybe it's like when someone feels envy when they see a bird flying in the sky. It will eventually have to come down, yes. Water, eat food, and rest its wings. Even so, while in flight, the sky belongs to the bird. It has to fly alone to an empty sky. Yeah, but I don't think it's alone. Oh, and why is that? Because there surely must be someone watching over it. You're right. Great work, everyone. Thank you. And job well done, Superman on Task Force. Then... and thus ends Volume EX.
Ame. Himari senpai, 大丈夫です。ゲームシステムだったら。Himari senpaiに連れられて戻って。
This raid is complete, all clear.
今回はいらっしゃいませ。
And
先生。
not even enough for a overrun, huh? Well, think about what Harry's are currently later.
Himari senpaiに連れられて。
But yeah, that is the end. Until the next arc.
これで急ぎのもう
Okay. So, we will be streaming in probably during the evening of this day. So we'll be streaming later this day for Arcanite's EX stages. Maybe Arcanite's EX stages. And the day after that, you'll probably have another Blue Archive stream planned as per the upcoming, pretty much, Game Development Club cleanup event that comes after this. So, for now, this is goodbye. So we will see you in a couple of hours. Bang. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.